All right, guys, it's that time of the year again. College basketball season tips off today, officially November 3rd. And this is Mike Strasinger with Sports Nashville. And what I intend to do here is give you this is my Nashville area weekly college basketball report. We're going to talk about the local college basketball teams. We got Belmont, Lipscomb, MTSU, Vanderbilt, Tennessee State, and Trevecca. And we'll just kind of review what happened last week and what's going to happen this week. So to start off this season, let's talk about what happened last year to give everybody a reminder. I had to go back and look it all up myself. So that being said, let's just get into it. Belmont men's basketball, they're in the Missouri Valley Conference. Last year they were 22-11, overall 13-7 in conference. Very tough conference, Missouri Valley Conference. That was good for fourth place. They lost in the second round to Drake, 57-50. And Belmont is coached by Casey Alexander, now in his seventh season there. Little side notes here: Belmont has won 20 or more games for 15 consecutive years. Nobody else can say that except Gonzaga, Kansas, and Oregon. So that's pretty good company. Belmont men's basketball. Their first game is today, later this evening, they host Air Force over at the Curb Center. Belmont's women's basketball, very good team. Last year, they were 26-13 overall, 15-5 in conference. Missouri Valley Conference tied for third. They lost 83-62 to Murray in the championship game of that tournament. They got a bid to what's called the WBIT, Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament. And there they went all the way to the championship game before falling to Minnesota 75-63 in the championship. So a great season. They are coached by Bart Brooks, great coach, great guy, great coach. Now in his eighth season with the Bruins. They get started today at Oklahoma. Very tough matchup to get things started with, but they'll do fine. Lipscomb men's basketball up next. Last year, 25-10, great season for the Bisons. 25-10 overall, 14-4 in conference. They won the ASUN tournament over North Alabama, 76-65. And so with that, they got the automatic bid to the NCAA. Faced a tough. They went in as a 14 seed, and lost to Iowa State 82-55 in the first round. No shame in that. Congratulations to them. Now that was Coach Lenny Acuff's team. Now they've got a new coach, Kevin Carroll. Kevin comes over from Trevecca, where he was very successful there. He was a former assistant at Lipscomb some years ago under Casey Alexander when Casey was at Lipscomb. Lenny Acuff leaves after 6 years, and he's moved on to Sanford, so good luck to him. That was Lipscomb's men's basketball. They get started at Vanderbilt tonight. I will be there at Vanderbilt tonight, 7 o'clock tip-off. Lipscomb women's basketball. Last year, 20-12, 12-6 in the conference, good for third place. They lost to Central Arkansas 70-65 in the ASUN semis. Then they were also in the women's NIT, the WBIT they call it, for the very first time ever. They unfortunately lost to Western Illinois 89-74 in the first round. They are coached by Lauren Sumsky. This will be her 7th season at the helm of the Lady Bisons. They get started tomorrow at Indiana. That's a pretty tough opening game, but they'll do okay. All right, MTSU men's basketball. Last year, 22-12 overall, 12-6. They're in Conference USA. 12-6 in Conference USA play last year. That was good for second. They lost 70-68 in the semis. They made it to the men's NIT. They lost incredible 109-103 triple overtime game to UTC in the first round of that. They are coached by Nick McDevitt in his 8th season MTSU men. They get started not till, let's see, 11/6. What's that? Thursday at St. Louis. That was the MTSU men's basketball. MTSU women's basketball, awfully good team usually. Last year, no exception, 26-9 overall, 16-2 overall, and 16-2 in Conference USA play. They were good for second place. They lost to Liberty, the champion, 53-48 in the final of the Conference USA. They also made it to the WBIT, Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament, where they fell to Belmont 64-51 in the first round to Belmont. Did I say that? Lost to Belmont 64-51 in the first round of the WBIT. They are coached by the legendary Rick Insell, entering his 20th season now at MTSU. They just finished playing just a few minutes ago against TSU women. They had a 59-53 win over TSU in the first game of the season. Great game. Both teams did very well. TSU men's basketball last year, 17-16 overall, 12-8 in the OVC. It was good for third place. They lost 71-69 to SIUE in the semifinals at Southern Illinois University at Evansville, for those of you keeping score. They're coached now by Nolan Smith. He was an assistant most recently at Memphis, and he's also coached at Louisville and Duke. The Tigers say goodbye to Penny Collins, local legend. Penny Collins played at Whites Creek High School, then Belmont, just a great guy. Now, father is Ricky Collins, former Pearl Cone High School coach. Now Penny's gone on to coach, assistant coach with the Memphis Grizzlies. TSU men's basketball. TSU women's basketball, 10-21 overall last year, 6-14 in the conference. They lost in the first round of the OVC tournament, 90-66 to Southern Indiana. They've got a new coach, Candace Dupree, WNBA legend. She was a 7-time NBA All-Star and most recently coached with the men's the San Antonio Spurs of the NBA. So good luck to the Tigers. Unfortunately, they fell today, 59-53 to MTSU. Great game, great crowd over there. It was a youth day at the MTSU. A lot of fun. So good luck to the Lady Tigers. Vandy men's basketball. Fabulous season last year, 20-13 overall, 8-10 in the ridiculously tough SEC. It's good for ninth place, which is fine. The SEC sent a record 14 teams to the NCAA tournament. They lost in the first round of the SEC tournament to Texas, but they did get that NCAA bid, first time since 2017. Unfortunately, they lost to St. Mary's in the first round there. Coach Mark Byington doing a great job. This will be his second year. Last year they beat UK and UT back-to-back games, both highly ranked. First time ever they've done that. So another exciting season. They'll be playing Lipscomb tonight, like I mentioned earlier, 7 o'clock tip, and I will be there. Vandy women's basketball, 22-11 last year overall, 8-8 in the tough SEC. It was tied for 8th. They lost in the third round of the tournament to eventual SEC winners, South Carolina, who went on to be the national runners-up. They are coached by Shay Ralph. In fact, she's doing a fabulous job over there. She's entering her 5th season. I can't believe it's been that long. 5th season already. Now, Vanderbilt women feature Michaela Blakes, last year National Freshman of the Year. I saw her play a few times. She's phenomenal. She's very exciting. Last year, twice she scored over 50 points. That's the Lady Commodores. They get things started today. They're playing right now. I'm doing this at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're playing right now against California over at Memorial. Moving on, Trevecca men's basketball, very successful year last year, 19-10 overall, 14-8 in the Gulf South Conference. They lost to 87-78 in the Gulf South quarterfinals. They've got a new coach, Nathan Moran, local guy, went to BGA, Lipscomb sharpshooter, seen him play a bunch. Great guy, great family. Past 2 seasons, he was Kevin Carroll's assistant at Trevecca, now who's gone on to coach at Lipscomb. So good luck to Trevecca and Coach Nathan Moran. And the Trevecca women's basketball will finish us up here. 8-20 last year, 5-17 in Gulf South play. Tough season. Now they got a new coach, Doug Novak. This is the 7th head coach in Trevecca's women's history. Coach Novak most recently was at George Washington. He was an assistant there, and then later the interim head coach. He's also coached at the Citadel, Tulane, and Bethel. That's going to do it now. Trevecca women, they start at Murray State. I should have mentioned, Trevecca men start on the 8th against Swanee, and the women, I think if I can read my writing, they start today at Murray State. So that's going to do it for now. And what subscribe, if that's how you do it. Subscribe, like, hit the bells. I don't know how it works. But listen, I'm going to hopefully do this every week to keep you up to date on the happenings with the college basketball around town, Nashville area college basketball report. That's going to do it. Thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends, and please come back, check every week. And we'll put this on all the socials, and follow, like, do whatever it is that people do.